Rolling.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're listening to American Slacker Podcast with Matthew Gertz and Jesse Landers.
You'll see here the human male boasts the size of his testicles. I drive great when I'm blood. It's all about the sauce. Good, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Oh man, speaking of fucking, you want popcorn? I'll give you a popcorn kit. I'm just trying to go to Colorado and smoke some weed. Watch your fucking tots, huh? Those are my biscuits. Now, this is all alleged.
Welcome to American Slacker Podcast. As always, I'm Matt.
And I am your master of ceremonies, Jesse. Please step on the red carpet.
Is that what we're doing?
Through these doors and into the magical land that is American Slacker.
Okay. Yeah. Step on in, people. Like, come have a little.
How do you feel about that? Are you helping me with this? What's your title?
I don't know, man. That was pretty. I wasn't expecting that, so I'm not gonna live up to that.
Chief of Staff? You holding the whole place down? Making this party roll?
That'll work. That'll work for now. We'll talk about it if I need to have a role change here.
Damn.
Yeah.
CEO already of the hypothetical position.
Dude, I'll work my way up if I have to. I'll have your position. How about
Put
that?
those out. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm getting ousted.
Listen, I'm a little riled up because I had a great weekend, man. I went to a couple of bars that are, quite honestly, the best bars I've ever been to.
That's a tall claim.
Dude, they were some of the best bars, not the best bars.
Okay.
So, dude, I'm going, and I go to a arcade. Barcade. It's amazing, dude. It's the coolest shit. Like, and I'm not talking Dave and Buster's lame shit. I'm talking like classic shit from our age group. Like, so like they had all of it, dude. They had like the 18-wheeler driving game that's like Crazy Taxi. You remember that 18-wheeler?
Was it 18-wheeler?
Dude, they had Pac-Man. They had Primal Rage. They had like all the Galaga, Pac-Man, like regular Pac-Man Battle, which was really cool. Pac-Man Battle's like 4-person like thing that you're battling each other.
I've seen that
Contra.
one before.
Dude, some really cool games. A lot of rare ones that like I had never seen. Tapper, a beer game where you're like, it's like about filling up beers and passing them and shit. It's really cool. Ahead of its time. This one baseball game that I guess is really rare, and you control the joysticks with these like mechanisms that you pull back. You like pull back on and like swing away. So it's like you know how those old school door stoppers were? The little spring-loaded one?
Yeah,
kind of like that, dude. You hold it back and spring it so that you actually whack the ball in sequence with how it comes at you.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, that's way ahead of its time. That's really cool.
So they got like old games here, it sounds like, too.
Old games, yeah. You know, none of them are new, honestly. I mean, the Pac-Man Battle one was probably the newest thing, but that was because it was a specialty thing. But everything else, dude, we're talking 70s, 80s, like prime age.
Any pinball?
Tons of pinball, dude.
I'd imagine.
They had Star Wars. They had what the fuck did they have? Pee-wee.
Pee-wee Herman?
Popeye. Yeah, Pee-wee Herman, Popeye.
Some Addams Family pinball?
It might have been there was definitely an Addams Family.
There always is. That's what it is.
It was a lot of fun. And then we went to the next bar. Amazing. And I'm going to tell you, dude, I'm a fucking gentleman now because I smoke cigars now.
Oh, okay.
We went to a cigar bar, the Owl Shop. And this is all in New Haven, Connecticut, by the way, just so everybody knows. And really fucking awesome spot. Like New Haven in general, I mean. Tons of things going on there. Tons of great restaurants, tons of great bars, and cool shit to do.
Huh.
I wasn't expecting that. But the Owl Shop is grandfathered in. It's an actual whiskey and cigar shop bar.
That's why you're allowed to actually smoke in there.
So it's, yeah, dude, you won't find anything like this, like, you know, normally. There's not a lot of these in the whole country. So it was amazing. You can actually buy a cigar, buy a nice fucking cup of whiskey, and fucking just chill in a leather Prohibition style era fucking bar.
Damn.
Which I really enjoyed. Yeah. I mean, me and you went to a Prohibition era whiskey bar, which was really cool. But to add cigars to it, it was like just a whole other gentleman's, you know, type of fucking atmosphere.
Yeah, it's hard to find. It would be really hard, especially in California, to find a place like that where you're allowed to smoke inside.
Yeah.
So that's. Did you know about this before, or you just stumbled upon it?
Well, no. We were visiting a couple that we're friends with, and the guy likes to go to the spot, and he was like, "Yeah, we should definitely go there." And I was like, "Fuck it, I'll get a cigar." And dude, it turned out to be awesome. Like, I hadn't smoked a cigar in a decade, but I'm definitely doing it again.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of smoking, though, we always like to start out our weird news with a little bit of weed news.
Weed news.
And this time around, we're ending up over in Smokelahoma. Down in Oklahoma. There you go. You can take that one.
Okay.
Where they're using fish to help grow their marijuana crops at this one business. So this is a
fish slavery to grow marijuana.
They're provided food. They're working.
All right, dude. I didn't know fish needed jobs. That's all. I thought pets were free of like doing any work.
Tilapia are working for it. And basically, they have a system set up where the fish are in large tanks. The cannabis plants are on top, and the roots are going into the water, which is known as aquaponics. And the fish excrement ends up helping the cannabis to grow. They filter out the water, treat it with the bacteria, put the water back in for the fish, and the whole cycle continues until, the harvest. They said that the tilapia are used specifically because they are more like hardy fish, and they're less like damaged by pH balance changes and fluctuations in temperatures.
I'm sure the nutrients probably do a great process, and I mean, having full access to water is always proven to be a quick growth rate. So I mean, as long as you keep like bacteria growth under control.
And I think it's pretty cool they actually let a news organization, and the website we got this off of, Cocoa News in Oklahoma, and they let them in to do like a little news package, showed them around, showed them the fish, the large tanks that they were in, the plants themselves. It's cool to see the industry go from something that's in the dark to being innovative in a way.
Yeah, it definitely is.
And it being highlighted by, the local medias, I guess.
Yeah, hey man, I'm down to see any type of research into marijuana at all, and especially, I mean, growth is like cool. So I mean, that's interesting to me to see
new way to do it.
Aquaponics being used with like live fucking like a live ecosystem basically going on.
Yeah, they
that's
made like
cool.
a little biome essentially where it's like, yep, we live. Oh yeah, the reporter also asked, hey, do the fish get stoned off of this? They're like, no. The guy laughed. He's like, no, the fish don't get stoned. It's like the only contact they have with them is the roots of the plants, and that has no medical THC. So if you want to read a little bit more about this, we'll be posting this article up on our Facebook page. If you go to American Slacker Podcast on Facebook, you can find that. We'll be posting it up on there. So.
Check it out. Well, our next story is taking us to Turkey, Texas, where a
whoa. You knew I was going to stop you on that one.
How dare you stop me? Turkey, Texas.
Okay.
I knew you were going to fucking say something. I knew it.
Well, I had to.
Yeah. We agreed to a new format, and you're just so amazed by Turkey, Texas, that you just got to blow the wraps.
You can't just name your town Turkey, especially if you're in Texas.
Don't take it up with me, guy. Take it up with Turkey, Texas's mayor.
Well, I'll be writing a letter.
All right, dude. Write that fucking letter. Turkey, Texas, where we have an aviation report released this week of the occurrence that happened in September 7th. So it's a month old, but it's ridiculous because we've got one of those gender reveals for a pregnancy gone wrong where an airplane crashed after it dumped 350 gallons of pink water out of the aircraft at a low altitude, installed, and then somehow hit the ground upside down.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it landed on its roof, and I'm just saying these gender reveals are getting a little bit out of control.
You think?
Dude,
in this case, for sure.
You had a pipe bomb death from one like 2 weeks ago, and now a motherfucker crashed a plane upside down. He could have killed somebody.
Did the pilot survive? I'm assuming there was only like one person in the plane.
Luckily, he did survive, which I don't know how, because they say the plane took substantial damage, which, I mean, I would argue that's a little bit more than substantial damage right there.
Yeah, no, it looks all crumpled up. We got a picture of it off of the article, and that thing looks like the entire top is like crunched in. Or, well, yeah, but it's upside down. It's like laying on the top of the wheel sticking up from where it should have landed.
Yeah, and I can't tell, you know, sometimes they hit and the propeller makes contact and causes it to do a front flip, so I don't know. The article isn't written to tell if that's how he actually landed or if he landed like with some kind of issue where maybe he was starting to spiral.
Okay, right.
You know, or we're not.
But yeah, that's, I mean, now that people, like, how, is it just people trying to outdo each other with the gender reveals? Is that what it is?
I feel like that's what it's become, dude. Like, with all things with kids, it's like, my kid's better. My kid's an honor student. My kid's blah, blah, blah. It's like, now it's like starting before they're even fucking born. It's like, we did our gender reveal with a fucking aircraft, okay, Betty?
Like,
so with your little car and balloon popping shit, you can take that off the block.
They're gonna be. I don't know how you outdo that, but someone's definitely going to.
One day, I mean, somebody's gonna fucking create a nuke that blasts blue into the sky permanently, and be like, "You see that blue that's always there? That's from when I had my first boy."
That's Kevin. That was Kevin.
God, it's gonna get out of hand even more. How many people have to die?
Right?
Before we figure out that we can just fucking do the nonchalant, we're having a baby boy.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Let's go back to those days, I guess.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Send me a fucking postcard. Don't fucking
save a couple
crash
airplanes.
a plane in my front fucking lawn. All right.
Jeez. So we're moving on to our next story, and it's taking us over to Arkansas, where a video of a police officer from Conway, Arkansas, has surfaced, and it's not a normal video. This video shows the officer dancing naked in a club and just being generally belligerent. So of course we're gonna have to share this video with our YouTube version of the show here, because how can you talk about a naked cop dancing around and not show it, right?
And of course, dude.
Here we go.
Let me see that cop, dude.
Let's see. He's dancing around a Journey.
Oh, baby.
Of all
baby,
things.
that's my song. I can't blame him.
Security is trying to take him down. He's a big guy, Matt. How size that guy up?
We're talking 230, 250 easily. I mean, he could be 5'7". He could be 6'2". I'm walking at a man that's kind of like walking around like fucking Gollum from fucking.
Well, he's on the floor covered in like glitter now. It looks.
Dude, he was like hobbling around. Okay, now he's walking around.
Okay.
Yeah, we're talking a man. We're talking a man like 5'10", and we're talking 220 to 240.
Large
right?
man.
He's a large man. He's got some rolls to him, but he's not stopping. That's not stopping him from fucking doing his thing.
Yeah, seriously. He's a belligerent mess, and he gets manhandled by security, ending up getting tossed out of the club.
Man.
And he ended up actually being suspended.
Dude,
his,
do you think he got a promotion beforehand, or like, is there a reason that like he got like that wicked at the club?
Moves?
He got
you're saying
at
beforehand?
Yeah, he got wicked at the club. So I mean, there's got to be a reason that he was like deciding he was gonna get so fucking lit at the night. Like, I mean, or is that just how he goes, dude? He's just a big boy.
So I don't know how big Conway, Arkansas is, but this was at a nightclub in Little Rock. So I assume night in the big city, gonna let it rip. The questions I am left with though is, where the hell did his clothes go?
What if somebody spiked the cop? How about that?
Maybe. I don't know. Like, you don't think you can handle his liquor?
I feel like that's more than liquor. Dude, I've gotten wasted many, many times in my life, and it's never brought me to that part. But you know what could bring you to that part is some kind of drug, like Molly being dosed into your shit, or you know, something like that.
I guess he is acting a little more crazy than like.
That's funny. We're gonna dose some cops tonight.
You know, I want to know where the clothes went. I don't know about all that. If that, like, people pay money for their drugs, they usually want to use them, and not waste them on people. But if this guy was just completely intoxicated on liquor or like beer or whatever, it doesn't matter. Where'd your clothes go? Because he appears in the video already nude. It's not like we see him lose his clothes. He appears fully naked in a club. What's the explanation for that?
Drugs, man. It's got to be drugs, dude. Dude, it's got to be drugs. I refuse to believe it's anything but drugs because alcohol. I mean, I guess some people have that ability to not black out, so they keep going. I don't know. I would black out and be sick. Maybe he's just slinging dick, sweaty.
Yeah.
He's got to get it out and really demonstrate it.
He was really feeling himself until security started getting on him, and that's when he had to fight back.
Yeah.
So we'll post that video up for sure on our Facebook on probably Saturday so that you can check it out if you want. Don't worry, it's all blurred. You don't have to look at any naked, sweaty cop butt.
You're not going to get any cop dick all up in your grill. All right, don't worry about it. Moving along, we're going to go to Iowa, where we've got a inmate who's been in bars since 1996 who feels like he's served his full sentence. And by doing that, he means that he served his life sentence when he collapsed and died, technically, for a short period of time before cops or medics brought him back, rather. Now,
what?
I'm not going to say he's wrong, but let's get into it. So, apparently, there's so many things I got about this article. So, apparently, the convicted murderer collapsed. His heart failed in 2015. I mean, that's almost 20 years. That's 19 years into his sentence, of the life sentence for being a murderer. And I guess his murder, to give you context, he murdered a gentleman in cahoots with the guy's girlfriend. So it was a really kind of conspiracy thing where he was like having a romance with the guy's girlfriend and she wanted him dead. He was kind of abusive type deal.
Yeah, love triangle thing.
Yeah, really like a weird like scenario. But he got caught, obviously, put in prison, and he died from heart failure. And he's saying that when he died, he technically served his one life sentence.
Well, no, because you're still alive.
I don't know, man.
You're not like, it's not like he reincarnated.
They give you like 2 life sentences sometimes, or life in 98 years, in case you fucking. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like what is that, dude? Come on, that's what. We got a man who made life. He died and he's back.
I don't think it counts.
I think he gets out.
It's a good try. It's a real good try.
Let him out. Change the law now.
No.
Let him out.
Absolutely not.
Let him out.
Absolutely not.
Let that man out. Let that murderer free among all the innocent people. All right.
Then you're just gonna have a rash of like prisoners just trying to on death row, just trying to like stop their hearts, just to get out, just to get out and use the loophole.
I don't know, man. That's a tough deed to fill. I mean, I feel like if they do survive and come back, I mean,
it's still the same life. That's what I would argue, Your Honor.
So going into the article, though, I wanted to talk about the heart. The doctors restarted his heart 5 times in the process to bring him back. The dude's serving a life sentence. Just let the fucking guy die. Why bring him back? Just let him fucking die, dude. Like,
it's so fucked.
Like, I don't get it, man.
Did he ask? Did anyone ever ask if he wanted to come back?
He wanted to be resuscitated? I don't think so.
Well, maybe they should have. That's rude.
Like, he has the right to live. He has the right to live.
That's
just
just
like,
rude.
let the fucking guy die 5 times, dude. I think he was trying to go. All right. At that point, after the third time's the charm, from what I learned growing up. Let the man die.
That's what Matt says.
Now let him free because he lived.
I can't support that. I think it's the same
Dude,
life.
Get behind me, bro.
It's the same life, and that's the life you got to serve the sentence for. If you die and come back, it doesn't count. It's not the loophole.
Dude. Not true.
Well, let's move on to a man who claims that he got high from his McDonald's tea. And he says it'll
they got that new at McDonald's, huh?
Hey, extra lemon, that'll do it. Which is what the man ordered. He ordered a 10-piece chicken McNugget, a double cheeseburger, which I'm just going to say, either or. All right, just throwing that in there. And a sweet tea with light ice, good call on the light ice though, I will give you that, and extra lemon. The employee working the window repeated the words extra lemon in an odd voice before handing him his drink. He said it tasted weird, but he was thirsty and decided to keep drinking it. His attempts to stir it put a hole in something that was in the cup. It ended up being 3 bags of marijuana that had been put in the cup. And he said he started to feel strange. He said he had never smoked or taken weed in his life, so he didn't know like what the hell was going on. He immediately called his dad, who told him because he was on the job at work that he had to call his boss. And then his boss told him to call the cops. So now he's dealing with his dad, the cops, and his boss when he's high. Those are like the 3 things you don't want to fucking be dealing with when you're potentially stoned. I would say our rule, they don't really understand what happened. The police are looking into it. Maybe there was something on the cannabis that was getting him high, but like I don't think putting fucking weed in a like orange soda is gonna do anything to you. So I think he's safe overall.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This whole article has me confused because it's like, weed doesn't get people high. They're just like soaking in your fucking tea.
Yeah.
All right. So we know that something
nice
else had to have been in there,
mean,
or the guy found the bags and he's like, I feel fucking high. And he was just a pansy ass dude.
I mean, I would say, first off, it probably would taste weird if there were bags of weed floating in whatever
Dude,
your
that's going to have an
sweet tea.
earthy ass taste to it. Let's be real.
It's not great. So then on top of that, like you not knowing what feeling high feels like, maybe it's just like, oh, it tasted weird. Now I feel weird and I'm freaked out. Like he's probably just overcompensating his body, like in the anxiety of what was going on.
Yeah. Who knows, man?
So the police are looking into it, obviously, because you can't just go handing out weed through McDonald's drive-thrus.
Yeah, that's funny, dude. They got that bodega op going on where it's just like, you want that extra lemon, huh?
Extra
you
lemon?
Want that extra lemon?
That's it.
All right, bro. You got that extra lemon. Got you,
lemon,
dude.
come on.
Like, can we just talk about how a drug dealer slinging fucking dime bags inside a liquid? Like,
oh yeah,
what
man.
a fucking
moron. I get it. It's a Ziploc. You got it in little dime
I think
bags.
it's waterproof, but what a piece of shit move.
Still, not when you stir.
Put it in the McMuffin, you dumb fuck.
Yeah.
God. All right. Well, let's go. Let's move along, and we don't discriminate here in American Slacker, so let's go to This Week in Florida Woman, where we're talking about a Florida woman who was arrested recently for squeezing the life out of her boyfriend's testicles.
Woo.
Now, how this happened is a 21-year-old of Indian Harbor Beach, Florida, was arrested because apparently they got in an argument, her and her boyfriend, because she wanted to go on a date with another guy. And this is her boyfriend of 3 fucking years before you wonder, oh, is it a new thing? Or like, are they discussed polyamorous? No, it is a normal relationship, and out of nowhere, she wanted to go on a date with another guy. And the boyfriend was a little upset about it.
Yeah, understandably.
So they went to bed, not speaking. Gentlemen out there, this is maybe a lesson. Hopefully you're not in a relationship where it goes this extreme, but don't go to bed mad at your significant other.
Good call.
Because you might end up in a scenario like this, where you wake up with your girlfriend just grabbing your nuts and just rubbing them between her hands and putting the death block on them until they're fucking purple like grape jelly.
Oh my God.
Okay? I'm talking they're mashed like grape jelly. I was gonna say grapes, but they don't look like grapes no more. Those motherfuckers are tenderized into jelly.
Whew.
You got that organic jelly where it's chunky. All right. And man, it's just unfortunate. He woke up, he fought her off his nuts after a little bit. She scratched him up, put him in a chokehold somehow. Choked him for a bit. He managed to get away and call the cops, and had to fight her off a bit more until the cops showed up and put her fucking under arrest.
At that point, just let her go on the date, right?
Just let her go, dude. I'm sure after this, the relationship is definitely over, at least unless he's got a hard, like, fucking kink here.
It's a possibility. Well, I always say, Matt, Florida is like a vice. It's just there's so much pressure there between not getting eaten by a gator and no occurrence. Just like it's gonna pop your nuts, essentially.
What the hell did you just say?
Dude, very true, very true.
Did I stun you with that?
Yeah, a little bit, dude.
Is that it? That's all we got?
That's all we got for bizarre news this week.
So we always like to end cap it with a little bit of funniness for you. This is our funny clip of the week. It's our pick for something hilarious that'll just end your week great, because we always put this up on Friday for you to check out. We got a fucking kid going nuts with Roman candles. Only to point it at the cameraman at the very last second. This kid is performing. This looks like something out of the 90s.
Dude, I love it. I love it. That kid's got talent, and he delivers with perfection. All right?
Yeah.
And the scream, the man behind the camera. Let's just not leave him uncredited, because that man's scream.
Perfect.
Perfection.
Perfectly cut.
Yeah, perfectly cut. And yeah, we'll definitely be posting this bad boy up. What day are we gonna post this sucker up?
That's
they need
gonna
to
be
check
on.
it out.
That's gonna be on Friday. Our funny clips are going up on Friday on our Facebook page, so you can go check them out. Be sure to do that.
Nice. Definitely check that shit out. Now we're gonna take a break. We're gonna go smoke a little bit of weed. No, I'm just kidding. We got a couple of ads to play, a couple little intros. We'll be back after this short break.
Support for American Slacker comes from Manscaped, who's the #1 in men's below-the-belt grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels.
I don't know about you, Jesse, but I am sick and tired of being outmatched by these razors and traditional trimmers that you get in the store, and no matter what, they fucking snag your nuts.
That's why Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. They have a Lawnmower 2.0 razor, which they have sent our way, has a proprietary skin-safe technology, so you won't get those nicks or snags on your nuts.
Nice! Manscaping accidents are finally a thing of the past.
Yeah, and with our 20% off code plus free shipping, you're going to be saving a bunch of money and getting some great products that won't end up making it look like a war zone down there.
All you got to do is enter Slackers at checkout. Manscaped.com. 20% off. Get your anti-chafing ball deodorant, your sweet Lawnmower 2.0. Your nuts will thank you later.
You can even rep them by getting yourself a Manscaped.com t-shirt. So head on over to Manscaped.com, 20% off at checkout, enter code SLACKERS.
Get your ball swag here.
What it is, everyone. I'm Jacob Meza, the host of the podcast So It Is Told. Each week I read a new folk tale or fairy tale with a local comedian and or world traveler. Like your drunk grandma reading a bedtime story, there's suspense.
Oh my god, they are cannibals!
Magic. And all-around madness.
They're birthing hips!
Available on any mainstream podcast directory. Fresh.
And we're back. And yeah, we got a couple pod recommendations we're going to talk to you guys about. We love podcasts. That's why we do a podcast. It keeps us going through our days.
Yeah, and there's so many new ones coming out that it seems like every month or so there's like something else to get into.
Yeah, man, there's infinite podcasts out there. Let's be real. It's a saturated market, and there's something out there for everybody.
And yeah, people are doing all kinds of creative things. So I'm going to start it out. I got two to recommend here. The first one that I'm recommending is called Radio Rental. And this is a storytelling podcast of the creepy variety. So this one is one of those ones that you'll put on if you want to creep yourself out. It is, its description says, "Welcome to Radio Rental, bizarre real-life horror stories told by those who have lived them." It is kind of hosted by Rainn Wilson, the same guy who played Dwight in The Office. And he kind of acts, as I heard it described, as a crypt keeper. If you're familiar with Tales from the Crypt, he's the guy at the radio or at the video rental store in this series. And he's talking about, the different stories in between each of them. He'll give a little bit of context, introduce the next story. And usually there's like 2 or 3 stories, it seems like. They have about 3 episodes ratings. It's got 4.7 out of 5 for the ratings and reviews. And it's produced by Tenderfoot TV and Cadence 13. Are you into those like kind of creepy storytelling?
Oh, dude, I love them. I shout out fucking Phenomena. like great
Okay.
storytelling, scary podcasts. But yeah, I love them. They're fun. They're a lot of fun. I like the elements of just like getting into things, especially when they're real. That's even cooler.
Yeah, and I mean, I wonder, because I told you about one of the creepy stories earlier, and it seems so unreal to like that, like it'd be impossible if this was true. But hey, I mean, that's part of the fun, I guess, in telling these stories. It's like wondering whether or not it's all real. So on the opposite spectrum, another one that I'll recommend is called Shortwave, and this is from NPR. It's a really short science podcast, and it's a daily one that I think does like Monday through Friday. And they their description says new discoveries, everyday mysteries, and the science behind headlines, all in about 10 minutes every weekday. It's hosted by Maddie Sophia, and they explore different like random science topics. Essentially, they talked about why the world is constantly running out of helium, what happens when a whale dies, fighting insect invasions, talking about the Paris Climate Agreement. So they cover a range of topics, and I feel a little bit smarter each time I listen to one of their shows.
That's always good, man. Learning something from like a podcast is even better. Like, you know,
Totally.
taken away.
And the fact that they're pretty short, they're like usually about 10 minutes, is like perfect, because I can listen to it. Like I'll listen to my news in the morning with my coffee, and then I'll listen to Shortwave right after that, because I can like kind of keep my brain going as I'm waking up.
Yeah, I listen to it throughout my day, man, and I love when you can learn from them. I'm definitely going to be checking this out. Nice.
So yeah, those are my two suggestions. Matt, you have a couple for us as well.
Yeah, so I got a relatively new one that's also connected to yours as well. It's The Office Ladies by Jenna Fisher and Angela Kinsey on Earwolf Network. And yeah, those are two ladies that actually were actresses in The Office with Rainn Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really cool because it's a breakdown episode, like episode by episode of The Office. So each episode covers like the pilot to the second episode to the third episode, and they do behind the scenes, break down things. And they bring in people like Rainn Wilson's been on one of the episodes so far. They're early on. I think they're 4 episodes out. And they also had a prop master on so that he could talk about like a certain scene in one of the episodes, which was really cool.
Oh, wow.
I love that show. It's literally the show that I could keep watching over and over again. If I finish it, I could start it over again and just keep going.
Totally. It's going to be a sad day when it leaves Netflix.
Dude. Well, inside fact, I have your box set of The Office.
Oh shit, that's
DVD,
right.
Because you were like shedding weight when you wanted to move to the West Coast. You were like, I'm out. You just dropped everything. And I'm like, I'm gonna take this then, I guess.
Well, there you go. You got the non-streaming
I don't
copies.
have to worry about it. Yeah, so I got another one as well. Kill Tony. We're gonna go to another spectrum, which is this is one of the best. It's self-proclaimed the best live podcast in the world. It's hosted by Tony Hinchcliffe, top rising young comedian in the United States. Okay. Also self-proclaimed.
Yeah.
It's also it's a Death Squad production, so it's Brian Redband's on the show as well. He does a soundboard. Joel Jimenez, Jeremiah Watkins, Chris Dillon sometimes. Great fucking show. So what it is, it's a live stand-up. They give every week. They pull out. People can sign up to be on the show and do a 60-minute set.
Wow.
You know, a ton of people. I mean, the podcast is
hour?
live. No, 60 seconds. Did I say minutes?
Yeah. I was like, holy shit, that'd be a long ass time.
Oh shit, son. Misspeaking. So yeah, no, the general podcast is like an hour and a half.
Oh,
60 seconds.
You get more than half our show.
So it's real quick. You gotta be quick about it. You gotta be funny. You gotta deliver in 60 seconds. That's tough. And a lot of time it's a failure. One of the cool things about the show, though, is there's the band, which is Jeremiah Watkins and Joel Jimenez and Chris Dillon sometimes.
Okay.
They always come out in different character.
Okay.
So they're like always dressed up and in a different character, which is really cool. They've done a shit ton of things. Like when the Legion of Skanks were on, they were dressed up as them.
So it sounds like it's worth watching the video pod.
Dude. That's what I was getting to is, this is a live podcast, and it's one of the few that I can't watch all right, I can't listen to it. I got to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's really worth watching. You get to see a lot of cool shit. And man, right now they have regulars that are killers. William Montgomery and David Lucas are fucking just straight killers. They do 60 seconds every show, kill it. And they also got another show on fucking Death Squad, Brothers in Cursive. They just started, which is supposed to be pretty good. So I'm going to be checking that out as well. But
nice.
Kill Tony, man. Great show to watch on YouTube. And just about any podcast, I would say. Like, check out if they got a video. It's always fun. It's a little different element if they do have a video cast, such as like American Slacker podcast.
Oh, yeah. We got that YouTube. Go subscribe.
Oh, yeah. Check that out.
So those are your pod suggestions. We threw a couple extra ones in there. The main ones, I'll repeat them again. Radio Rental, Shortwave, Office Ladies, and Kill Tony. Those are all things you can populate along with our show. Be sure to subscribe to everything there. We will be right back with a game called You Don't Know Me. And that will be right after this.
Hey, this is Jake and Adam from the Hopper.
That's right.
Cutting a promo, but we fucking hate promos.
Promos are tough. What do? We got to promote ourselves, but it's not really our fucking forte.
No, it's not. We fucking hate them. They're a pain in my ass. They're a pain in your ass. So you know what? We're getting through this together. If you hate dumb shit as much as we do, give the Harper guys a listen.
That's right.
You can find us at
iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Podbean,
Facebook, Instagram, theharperguys.com.
Twitter, at The Harper Guys.
Or shoot it.
What? Mama?
That's what we do all the time. Shoot us an email at theharperguys@gmail.com.
That's right.
Can't wait to hear from you soon.
Let's do this.
Hip hip.
Cheerio.
This episode is brought to you in part by hemp-cbd.com.
Hemp-CBD was founded in Albuquerque, New Mexico, with the mission to provide the best products in the industry. Hemp-CBD has created a one-stop shop for tons of CBD products, such as tinctures, edibles, topicals, pre-rolls, vape, and pet products.
The products carried by Hemp-CBD are sourced from an organic hemp that's grown in the United States, lab tested, and consists of CBD isolate, which is the purest form of CBD. This testing ensures that their products contain CBD and no other cannabinoids like THC.
Head over to hemp-cbd.com and use promo code SLACKER for a 20% discount at checkout.
That's hemp-cbd.com, promo code SLACKER.
And we are back. We're going to play a game. This is a brand new one. You know, we're always coming up with new games here at American Slacker. And this one is called You Don't Know Me.
You don't know me?
Named after the famous Ray Charles song.
Dude, I don't know if that's where the name came from, but it definitely fits in.
Let's try. let's connect those dots.
All right, man.
How this is going to work is Matt and I each have questions for each other. And it's kind of like the newlywed game. I'm going to ask him a question about me. I'll write down my answer. If he gets it right, he gets a point. We'll do the same for him. So you want me to start out here? I got an easy one for you.
All right, hit me.
All right. So if a bowl of ice cream and a bowl of chips were in front of me, which would I rather eat? You don't have to write for this one.
Oh, I thought I was writing it down.
No, this is just you answering for
I guess.
what
Chips.
I would pick.
I'm going to say chips.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's incorrect. It was ice cream.
What?
I would take
How
ice
dare
chips.
you?
Dude, I love ice cream. Are you kidding me? You don't even know me.
Dude, I really would have thought,
What the fuck? That was the easy
every time
one.
we've been together, I feel like I never remember you getting ice cream. I remember you like being like, let's get some chips and stuff. Like, let's get some apps.
Do you think I'm more of a salty than a sweet? Is this the issue?
Although, like, no, because I know you love candy and stuff
Yeah,
too.
I fucking love candy.
Man, I knew it.
I
was
lobbed
tough.
that one to you, and you just
That was
fucking
That was an
weren't
easy
even
one.
looking. All right. Your turn. Hit me with
So
a...
I'm gonna hit you with one. What band could I listen to on repeat over and over again?
Okay. So you're gonna write down one specific band, and I have to guess that one specific. This one's tough.
Oh.
Shit. It is tough because there's a couple of them that I want to say. I want to say Census Fail. I want to say Taking Back Sunday. I'm gonna say Census Fail.
You're wrong, man. The Midnight.
It's like your updated shit. You can't sling that.
I haven't even listened to Census Fail in like a month easily.
Who are we? We don't even know each other.
Dude, you don't even know me.
Who are you? Oh my God.
You don't even know me, dude.
All right, next up. This one might be more of an easy one for you, actually. All right, so how many siblings do I have total across all families that I'm part of? I'm ready when you are. You have to write it down.
That's the tough one. I'm not writing it down because I'm trying to remember 4.
Is that your final answer?
4 besides you. 4, yeah.
He's right.
Yeah.
4.
I know this motherfucker.
I'm the oldest. I have 2 sisters and 2 brothers that are
2 and
all
2.
younger than me.
2 and
Damn,
2.
there you go. All right, you're on the board.
I know you, bitch. I know you, bitch. I know that bitch.
I can't say it this time. I can't say the name of the game.
No, you can't. How about that? How about this? This is going to be you want a curveball? I'll throw you a curveball.
Let's hear it.
If I had to choose one famous person to kill, who am I going to kill?
It's so open-ended. Oh, my God. Famous, like celebrity or like throughout any history?
It could be any famous person, actor, musician, politician. Anybody.
Okay. Well, the responsible choice is Hitler. So I'm going to say Hitler. You're going to do the responsible thing, right, Matt? And you're going to go back and kill Hitler.
Hold on, dude.
Well, you're supposed to write it beforehand.
I'm a little upset because we have an ongoing thing on this podcast. And you're wrong. You tell me. Who am I talking about, baby?
Jeff Goldblum?
What?
It says Jeffrey.
Not Goldblum.
Oh, you're talking about Jeffrey Epstein. He didn't kill himself, man.
Dude, come on, dude. Come on. Tell the people what they want to hear.
You're talking about Jeff Sessions. The little Keebler elf.
I even wrote the cute nickname because I was like, he's going to nail this one. He's going to nail it, dude.
I didn't think that would be it. I thought you'd go
I
with
guess
that.
I was like, if there's anything with the
Hitler.
podcast history, we're going to take out the pot Nazi.
The pot Nazi. All right. Instead of the actual Nazi. So, all right. Last one here. Which foreign country did I last visit? Did you guess? What's your guess?
Mexico, motherfucker.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Italy.
God damn it. How did I forget that it was Italy last? God damn it.
You fucking stoner.
Stoner memory, dude.
Yeah, I did Amsterdam, and then I went to Italy, and then I came back, and that was in April. Mexico was last year in May.
Oh, my God, dude.
You do better than I am, though. At least you're on the board.
I'm so upset right now. I forgot all about Italy. What's my reaction when I see a baby? Is it, ah? Or is it, ugh?
My gut. I'm going to go with my gut instinct on this one.
Well, let me write that sucker down before you go.
The first thing that immediately popped into my mind, which is going to be my answer, is aw. So I'm going to go aw. You go, aw, it's a baby. Oh, it's oh man, really?
That ain't my baby. I don't care about it.
Oh, I don't know you.
That ain't my baby.
I don't know you. We did 170 something.
You don't know me.
I got every fucking question wrong.
You suck, dude. You don't even know me, dude. You don't even know me. Granted, this is a really wild ass based question. So I mean,
I don't know who you want to kill.
Dude, apparently not, dude. But I guess we're gonna have some deep fucking discussions after this to figure out who we really are. All
We're
right.
gonna get business from the Secret Service.
Fuck the obsession, dude. You got no pull with the Secret Service no more. That dude's got more pull with the Keebler elves. And I'm just gonna say, come out with some new cookies because you guys haven't been slinging any new types of cookies lately, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
came
true.
out with some
Keebler needs to get on top of that. Well, thank you for making it to the end. If you're listening, we love you and appreciate you.
Fuck yeah. And we got a new thing going out. We're doing Instagram again. Fucking definitely check that out on top of the YouTube. Check out the video.
Live on Sundays.
The video is a lot more fun, I feel like. You can see the shit we're looking at, these fucking photos of ridiculous madness. Sometimes it's a video that'll make you chuckle a little bit. You know? I don't know. Yeah. And hey, get at me, MWG Media on Instagram, and Matty G from HP on Xbox Live.
And I'm at Brian Redband on everything.
You fucking lying piece of shizzleness.
I'm at Landers the Plane on everything.
All right, that's more like it. And hey, thanks again. Until next time, that's it.
There you go.
We're smoking America. We passing America. I'm mapping America. I'm psyching America. We talking America. We blazing America. This is fucking America. We're second America.
This has been American Slacker Podcast. You can reach the show by searching American Slacker on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Reddit. Or send them an email to americanslackerpodcast@gmail.com. You can download and rate American Slacker on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, and all other podcast platforms. Visit the show's website, aspodcast.com, where you will find every episode, official merchandise, and links to their Patreon if you would like to support American Slacker.
Give me a minute. Think about the second set of passing. Man, I gotta go and get it, grab it. Why you gotta go and act savage? Smoking weed, I gotta feed the habit. Now I'm on some other shit. Things that I gotta go get. Medical all on my slip. You falling like dominoes, bitch. Stuck in my ways, fucking high days, fucking sideways in the driveway.
We're smoking America. We passing America. I'm mapping America. I'm psyching America. We talking America. We blazing America. This is fucking America. We're second America. We're second America.